What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the Z-O-N coming at y'all once again. I know it's been a minute. I haven't done a video in about a week or so. A lot of stuff has transpired in the video game world and here on YouTube as well, as I will be touching on briefly. But yeah, man, you're going to get a bunch of stuff in this video. You're going to get my thoughts, impressions, reactions, critiques, whatever you want to call it, on Nintendo Direct that occurred yesterday, December 18, 2013. You're going to get my thoughts and reaction on that, as well as my thoughts and reaction and just what I feel about where Nintendo is right now with the momentum that they're gaining. We'll talk about that. Also, I'll give you my take on what I feel is going on here in YouTube with the whole copyright laws and content ID and all that bullshit. We'll get into that also, man. It's going to be a jam-packed video full of content, man, so let's just get right into it. First and foremost, Nintendo Direct. Nintendo came out the gate swinging as usual. I mean, this is starting to look like last generation because all of a sudden now, I mean, last generation Nintendo stormed out the gates and didn't relinquish their grip the entire generation. Now this generation they came out real slow. But what I mean is starting to look like last generation is all of a sudden now the library of content available on the Wii U, the system everybody said had no games, is just overwhelmingly packed with amazing titles. I mean, I could just go off the top of my head, everything from Lego City Undercover Zombie U, Mario 3D World, as well as Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So, Nintendo Land, Sonic Lost World, we got third-party support with Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed 4 and 3. All that stuff is on there, man. All of a sudden, now the library is chock full of amazing titles that people can take advantage of and enjoy on a Nintendo console alongside the Zeldas and Sonics and Marios that you can only find on Nintendo. And all of a sudden, with the library being as big as it is and Sony and Microsoft really having nothing to offer at this point, it's starting to look like last generation where Nintendo has all the momentum. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part is it's not just me. I'm not going to sit here and take credit. But a lot of us Nintendo fans, diehard fans, and people who've been following Nintendo for X amount of years and the industry as a whole, we told you. This happened just a year or so ago with the 3DS. It's gonna happen with the Wii U, and here we go with the Wii U picking up momentum. But anyways, yeah, Nintendo Direct, man, it just came out of, right out the gates. Let me just show you how gangster Nintendo is. Nintendo is so gangster. Nintendo is so gangster, and Nintendo is so ahead of not just the competition, but ahead of the media. Okay, because nobody knew anything about the very first game they announced, and Nintendo steps up there and just casually says, "Oh, by the way, welcome to Nintendo Direct, blah, blah, blah. Check out this game that you guys knew nothing about." Boom! Hyrule Warriors. Well, that's a working title anyways. It's not the final title. It is a cross between the Dynasty Warriors franchise and the Legend of Zelda franchise. And it just looks epic. Obviously, by looking at it, you can tell it's early on in development. The graphics are good, but not anywhere near what they could and should and probably ultimately will be. But it's presentable. And it's just basically, it has the Dynasty Warriors franchise formula, where it's just, running through open fields, battling hordes of enemies at once. But you're playing as Link, and it's in the Zelda universe, and there's a bunch of enemies from the Zelda universe. There's a lot of little nods to Zelda here and there, not just the fact that you're playing with Link, but his fighting style. I mean, I saw in the trailer he did the Heavenly Strike from Skyward Sword. I mean, epic, epic. Man, the amount of stuff that was going on in that trailer was just like, oh my god, when they polish this up and get it up to the level of like, what Mario 3D World looks like, when it's ready for release, holy shit, this is going to be amazing. So, and that was just the first game they reviewed. They just said, here, boom, here you go. For all y'all thinking that we don't have games and that you know everything about us, here's some shit you don't know. Bam, shut the fuck up. Just like that. Bro, I was blown away. It looked amazing. It looked super fun. I can't wait till they show us more. But they showed a pretty extensive trailer. They showed a lot of battles happening out in the open fields and indoor environments everywhere. Graphics were, like I said, nice, but could be a lot better. But just the amount of stuff happening on the screen, the amount of attacks. I saw Link throwing bombs. Using a fire staff, using the Master Sword. I mean, it was just great, man. So anyways, that was the first game they revealed. I was very impressed by that and very impressed that they decided to come out that aggressively. I mean, it was like a 30-second intro. Like, hi, how you doing? Da-da-da, Satoru Iwata. We want to bring information directly to you. Fuck you, look at this. Boom, right there. Anyways, that was the first thing they showed off. Then they went into a lot of 3DS stuff. They showed Kirby Triple Deluxe, which looks really nice, looks really good, has a lot of great gameplay elements. I love the foreground and background stuff. They did it in Donkey Kong, now they're doing it in Kirby, and it works, especially on the 3DS with the 3D effect, looking really good. And Kirby's one of Nintendo's AAA franchises. It always has been. It's one of their big mascots. Excuse me. Y'all know how I do. Anyways, so they show Kirby Triple Deluxe. Looks really good. I probably won't get it because, like I said, I'm not a big handheld gamer. So while I have my 3DS, I still have the same 5 games on it that I got when it launched, or when I bought it, which was Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, Star Fox 64 3D, Mario Kart 7, Mario 3D Land, and Pilot Wings Resort. I don't have any more games. So I know there's a shitload of games on 3D. I'm just not a handheld gamer. It has to be something really huge for me to go out of my way to buy a handheld game. But for the millions and millions of 3DS owners out there, this Kirby Triple Deluxe looks epic. It looks like a must-have. So there you go. Then they also showed how do you say that shit? Chibi Robo, the photo trainer game or whatever. I'm not really interested in that, but it did look very innovative. It did look unique, and it's the kind of out of the box thinking that I come to love from Nintendo. So they showed off that. Also showed off what else? For 3DS, I know they showed something else off. I don't really recall. But then they went on back to the Wii U. And here we started getting good. Man, they showed that trailer for a new trailer for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Y'all keep hating. Keep hating because this game looks amazing. The attention to detail in the graphical presentation of this game. You see Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, and Cranky Kong all sitting around like a birthday cake, I guess it is, for Donkey Kong. And the texture and every individual hair in his fur is moving, and just the clearness of the look of the game. And then you see the invasion of the Vikings coming in, and you know, the freezing over of the island. What a beautiful game. What an amazing trailer. Showed off a lot of great gameplay with Cranky Kong, Dixie. It showed off a lot of the new innovations to the gameplay, such as the Kung Pao. When, you know, when the two partners are leveled up all the way and you press certain button, they do like a high five, and then all the enemies on the screen get turned into items. I mean, they just showed some very dynamic gameplay. And again, this is going to be the first big hitter of 2014, February 21st. So I'm very excited about that. Then they showed what else did they show? Downloadable content, free. I'm sorry, I think it's free. I don't know. It's downloadable content for Sonic Lost World, but it's awesome because it's featuring all Nintendo worlds. So the very first one, which became available right after the presentation, was a Yoshi's Epic Yarn type of level. It's a Yoshi world, and you play as Sonic through that world, and you know, Yoshi's eggs are following you, and you're interacting with Yoshi's world as Sonic. And who doesn't want to see Sonic and Yoshi together? That's awesome. So anyways, they talked about the, you know, further future downloadable plans, downloadable content plans for Sonic Lost World, which means they're keeping their games alive. But if you notice, their downloadable content ain't bullshit. It ain't shit that was always on the disc all along and we're just making you pay to unlock it. You know, it's not an extra costume. It's all new worlds. It's all new content. So they're keeping their games alive that way, such as they're doing with Pikmin 3. What else did they show? Then they showed, oh man, they showed NES Remix, which I thought was a fucking brilliant idea. I didn't know it was going to be as high as $15. I mean, it definitely is worth $15 or even more. I just thought they would price it a little bit more, you know, leniently, but I understand why they didn't. I mean, it's a lot of content. It's 16, I believe, classic NES franchises remixed and redone with new ideas. So you'll be playing as Link through Donkey Kong, the original. Or you'll be playing Mario Part 1 with all the numbers and letters scribbled backwards. Or you're playing Excite Bike and you can only see a little tiny bit with the headlights of the bike. You know, they remixed it a lot, so it's really cool and real challenging. And it offers a stamp system, which I believe, this is the third time I've seen stamps. Wii Sports Resort, Super Mario 3D World, and now NES Remix. This theme of stamps seems that Nintendo might be listening to what a lot of people want as an achievement system, and they might be factoring the stamps system in as a system-wide achievement system. Look for that to happen very soon in the future, because I believe that's the direction they're going in with all this stamps integration. And it's a hell of a lot better than trophies and achievements, because I can't do shit with a trophy and achievement but look at it and be like, hey, I got it. But with the stamps, I can use them in Meaver's post. So fuck y'all. Anyways, then they showed a trailer, bro, which looked like, at first it looked like Mario Kart, then it looked like Smash Brothers, then it looked like Mario Kart, like they mixed both games basically, and it ended up being the reveal of Rosalina and her Luma as a fightable character, playable character in Smash Brothers. Man, Smash Brothers looks fucking gorgeous. And on top of that, I'm not sure if they had talked about this earlier, but if they didn't, then it was also a dual reveal, because in one of the clips where you see Rosalina, you know, in the trailer, Toon Link is next to her. So Toon Link is in the game. I don't know if that was ever revealed officially. I haven't been keeping track, but man, that's awesome, man. The Smash Bros. Just looks revolutionary. And then the game that again, just like it stole the show at E3, it stole the show in this Nintendo Direct, Mario Kart 8. Just, I'm not even going to talk about it. Just for y'all haters out there, go look up Mario Kart 8 trailer in YouTube. And the first one that's going to pop up is going to be this new one that they showed yesterday with the airport stage and just the amazing gameplay and such a badass look. That this is the nicest looking next generation game. Far better looking than Killzone. Far better looking than Rise. And it's fucking Mario Kart, dude. Yo, it looks amazing. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Nintendo Direct. Basically, if I could sum it up in 2 words, they win. Nintendo wins. I'm sorry, there's nothing, Microsoft and Sony, and I'm not being fanboyish, I'm being real. If things can change from one day to another in the gaming industry, so if they announce something and I look at it and it's worthwhile, then I'll let you know. But for right now, Sony and Microsoft haven't even announced anything for even next year, 2014, that's gonna fuck with Super Mario 3D World, which is already out now. How the fuck are they gonna fuck with Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, X, Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, which is also coming out next year? Get the fuck out of here, man. Nintendo won. They won. They won. That's it. The generation's done. They won. Anyways, that's my thoughts, man. I was very impressed with the Nintendo Direct, and I think that they're just coming out blazing. They're just stomping a mud hole in everyone. Anyways, on to other topics. Nintendo's current position, man. As y'all know, sales are up big time for the Wii U. It sold, I believe, 77,000 something units in Japan the last week. Super Mario 3D World sold in the 250 something thousand copy range for that week. 3DS sold 770,000 something units. So they're just dominating Japan, and I believe out of the top 20 games in Japan right now, 14 of them are Nintendo games. So I mean, Nintendo's just doing work, man. Their sales jumped 340% over what they were at this same time last month. And it's just because of Super Mario 3D World. Imagine what happens when Donkey Kong and all the other games I mentioned come out. I don't believe that the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, maybe this holiday season, maybe they might take a slight lead. Or maybe they might get close to tying the Wii U as far as lifetime sales. But I believe as next year kicks off and they go through all next year into next holiday season, the Wii U is going to do to those two what the Wii did to PS3 and 360. It's going to just troll them on sales. Anyways, I'm very pleased with what Nintendo's been doing. I like the momentum that they have now with both their handheld and their home console. Last thing I'm going to talk about real quick is just the situation here on YouTube with the whole content ID crisis and copyright laws and all that shit. I'm not an expert. I tend to believe that if somebody does not own the content that they are trying to show, that they should not show it. That doesn't mean I'm on the side of the suits. I'm just saying that's my principle. Now, the things do change on a site like this, though, because this site was made famous and made the success it was by people doing just that. Showing footage of games that they didn't own, but they weren't trying to freaking, pirate the game or anything. They were just showing off a game and reviewing it, or showing a game and talking about it, or doing a Let's Play or whatnot. And that's what this site was built on. So now that's being tampered with, I don't know what the future of YouTube is going to be like. It doesn't really affect me. I don't really make videos with images or content of gameplay or anything like that. I used to a little bit, but not really anymore. So it doesn't really affect me, but I do feel for those who it does affect, and I think they should stand their ground, man. I think the content creators on here who are being flagged for bullshit should stand their ground. And, that's easier said than done, but I think they should stand their ground, and if need be, take it to court, because I think the content creators could win. And then this shit will all be done. But anyways, that's my video, man. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the Nintendo Direct, on Nintendo's current position, on what's going on with YouTube, whatnot, or anything else that you want to comment on. Please leave comments, subscribe. I have not forgotten the request I had from another YouTuber. I forgot his name, but he wanted me to do a video on console launches throughout history and the problems that they've all had. I'm still working on that, so that'll be coming up soon. But anyways, like I said, man, Nintendo doing big things. Wii U is just the system to own, man. It's the system to own. And when you look at games like Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, Super Mario 3D World, the graphics in those games show you that this is not a weaker system than the PS4 or Xbox One. It's in the same ballpark as the both of them, and it can very easily compete. So, God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace!